Hello and Assalamualaikum. Right now in this video, I will show to you the whole user interface and a little bit ERD of our system. But before we go through the system, let me introduce to you the members of Genesis. Right here, as we can see, we have a logo of Genesis, which is form of generic system that we make it short to the Genesis. And down here, we have a little animation text that make this page more interesting. And below here, we have a hover button that will directly go to our project. But before we go to the project, let me introduce to you our 4 team members. Right here we have a project manager. Our project manager Arif Izham bin Sabri is a very good leader of our team, and he will make sure all team members doing their work. The second one we have Muhammad Arif Izham bin Muhammadin. He is a database programmer. He's a very good on database, and we have a problem on database. He's the person. The third one we have Muhammad Hanif bin Muhammad Naim. He's actually good on database and the application development. So more he wants to the application development, but at the same time he's a good too in the database. And lastly, we have Said Muhammad bin Said Najib, which is me, that I am doing the whole interface of this project. So all the interface that you see is generated by me. Okay, so let's go to the project. Right here we have a 2 option, which is student or staff. Student or staff, because these two have using the same interface, so I want to make it short. I just show this one, the only one side of this interface. So right here we have 2 buttons, student and staff, and below here we have a link that we can click and it will be directly go to our page. So let's proceed to the system. Right here we must insert our username correctly, because if we did not insert correctly, we will get problem to access the system. Okay, right here we are already go into the system. Right now we can see a table, a navigation bar, and a little button right here up here, and our name that the user that name that using this system. Because I'm using the Genesis account, so it will appear Genesis developer up here. If Arif Izham is using his account, it will appear Arif Izham bin Burhanuddin up here. Okay, alright. Okay, in the left side we have a navigation bar. We have a 3 navigation bar, dashboard, user, and application, and each of them have their own child, which is not a different page. Actually, it just make one page, but if the lists are too long, so the user that using this system can simply click on it, and it will scroll down to the site that user want to click. Alright, right here we want to go to pending, and it will scroll up. If we want to go to the rejected, it will scroll down. Okay, let's go to the user interface. Right here we have the same interface as dashboard, but we have a pop-up right here. A pop-up right here with a hover button. Then we need to input our information right here, and then this information will get into the database. Okay, just a simple one. Nothing special about it. Okay, right here we have a box shadow right here. We can see a box shadow and a little hover button down here. And on the application list, yeah, just the same table of our system. Okay, right now I will explain to you the ERD of our project. This is the whole ERD of our project. Okay, as we can see here, we have 3 database, which is view student Pahang database and view staff Pahang, and the one is student validation letter database, which is we cannot see up here, but this blue one is the database of student validation letter that we pull the database from view student Pahang into the student validation letter database. Also view staff Pahang, we pull them to the student validation letter. As we can see here, view student Pahang has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 entities right here. We have campus, study modes, student status, student faculties, programs, and student status HA. All of these entities are in the view student Pahang, and we pull out into the student validation letter. Same to the view staff Pahang, we have only one entities, but we have so many variables that I can see each one because it will take time. But as we can see here, this database will be pulled out into the student validation database. And this blue one is a student validation database. We have audit login data entities, application entities, app type entities, application status, sysrole, sysaccess. Sysrole is form of system role. We have a system role of this system. We have a moderator, we have a staff, we have student. That is system role, and we have a system access because in this staff section we have a two role that need to access, which is staff and moderator. If a staff want to access the system, he must use his username and password, and he cannot access into the moderator system. Okay, but if moderator access, moderator can access the staff system. And right here we have a sign status because we have a sign in our system that we can print out the letter. We make a validation letter system. So when we print out the letter, we can put the sign. So we can make it the status that if he or she can sign or not this letter. And of course, we have a signer status. We must have a signature. So all of this is our ERD.
I will explain how our system is working. As we know, we have in our system we have three users, which is student, staff, which is sys user, and moderator. And our system are connected with three databases, which is DB Student Pahang, which is have student information, and Classbook Jengke, which is have staff information, and student validation data, which is the main databases for this project. Now let's see our databases, which is has our student information. Now with that information, we can use student number and IC number as a login account. Now I will use my student number and my IC number to log in. As you can see, I can log in with my name, which is Muhammad Rizal Mauliddin, and this system is also output tick button which is approved, pending, and rejected. And if I click it, it will show us that I have not requested any application. Alright, for this video, I will show you how to apply application letter as student. Now go to the application form, and yes, you can see this form that has collected student name, program code, and student ID from the databases at DB Student Pahang View Student PHG. Now to apply, we must submit this form. Now let's insert for the reason and choose type of letter and insert an email and type of phone number. And then we click the submit button and application success. And then this system will send an email to the staff. Now let's see the email. Alright, this is an email that staff will receive from the system when the student click the submit button. Then let's see the pending information. As you can see, it will output that application that as we have submit earlier. Then let's see from the database at the application. And now this is the application that we have submit earlier. But for this video, I will try to um, submit 4 application, which is approve, surat sedang, approve surat tamat, pending and rejected. Now let's go. Right. Alright. Now we have submit a 4 application. Now let's see the in the pending button. Yes, we have 4 application for the pending status. Then we go to the approve. Yes, we have not have approved a letter yet, and yes, we have not rejected letter yet. Now we go and then we log out and we try to enter the system as a staff. Now let's use this. We will use Sir Azan ID to log in the system. As you can see, this is Muhammad Azan Shafiq bin Abdulaziz, which is a staff that's already we have inserted earlier. You can see in the CSC we have two, which is Sir Azan and moderator. Now let's see this from the staff system. We have received 4 pending application. And let's see from we have submit earlier. This is 4 application that we have submit earlier that is still in pending status. And now we go to the user, and we as a staff we cannot access this page just because for the user access this is eligible for moderator only, but for this staff we can only use this staff for approved and rejected system. And we go to application. Okay, so this is the list for the application. Now we go to the pending and we can click the view button. You can see this is an application that we has submit earlier. Now for this form, we will change the status to approve. We'll update it. And after we update, this system will send an email to the student account that we have submit earlier. As you can see, this application has been changed to approve. Now let's go to the database and go to the application, and let's see. Now as you can see, type app status for approved surat sedang has been changed from 0, which is pending, to 1 which mean approved. Okay, we go to the approve. As you can see, this application has been changed from the pending to the approve. Hmm. And then next we will after we approve, so it will send email to the student email. Now let's see that this is a student email that have received the email from the system that has been approved. Now we go to the approve, and as you can see, the the system has been changed. The status has been changed from pending to approved. Now let's see, for this form I will reject it and I will update it, and it will ask us why we reject this, because an email has been sent like before to inform and notify the student. Now all the status has been changed from pending to approved and from pending to rejected. For the approved, we can view it, and we can download it. This is what happen if staff approve the student application, the application letter, so the student can receive this letter from the system, from the student account. And now you can see this is the information student that will be collected from databases. Now let's see. This is the uh, uh, this is where the letter collect the information. Its name, student IC, campus title Malay, faculty, program title, and many more. This is how they collected data from the database. As you can see in the bottom, it will appear the signature Muhammad Fauzi bin Hashim and J. For this, I will explain it in the moderator section. Now for the rejected, as you can see, we cannot download it and we just can view it. So if the student has been rejected, uh, if the application letter from the student has been rejected, they cannot download the letter. Now let's look out and insert a student. If we click this button pending, the other that has been approved and rejected has been moved to the another status, which is approved. As you can see, we can see the application that has been approved, and we can see the application that has been rejected. For the approved, we can view it and we can download it. A student can download it for Malay letter, and they can download it for English letter. Now, for the rejected, if the student has been rejected from the staff, the student cannot download it, cannot view it, and cannot download it in Malay and in English too. Now, let's go to the let's log in the system as a moderator. Now we go to the staff. and we insert this. Now we have been logged in this system using moderator user. Now if we click this user, if we click this tab user, if we are staff and click this user staff button, we cannot access it. But as a moderator, we can access the user access. Let's try. As you can see, for the moderator, we can access it. So, what is this page about? This page can moderator can use this page to add a new user from the database that have been already here. Now let's go to the database. And we go to the view stuff bar and we choose one user ID, which is Cik1 Muhammad Asri bin Cik1 Yusuf. And now we click add user and we click enter user number and click submit. And then this form will collect the information from the View Studio Pahang and collect the username from the database. This is like search function. And then we click the and we must we can insert this user as a sys user with staff or moderator. Now I will insert Cik1 Muhammad Asri as a sys user and choose its status as active and submit it. As you can see, in this system will appear Cik1 Muhammad Asri bin Cik1 Yusuf. Now we go to the database and check in the sys access. As you can see, this is a number that I have inserted earlier, and it success to enter in this database. And now let's try to delete it. This icon is to remove or delete Cik1 Muhammad Asri from the database. Let's try. For this system, it will remove. Now let's see in the database. As you can see, the information from the we have inserted earlier has been removed, have been successfully removed. Next is for the add signature. For the add signature, if we go to the letter, we can see in the bottom we have Muhammad Fazi bin Hashim HA and a signature, right? So for this signature, we can change it for the new function, a new user. We can click add signature and insert someone name Khairi Jamil and set position as minister, and we insert any signature image as sample. Insert it, and as we change its status for the inactive and change this to inactive. Okay, now the signatory is from the Muhammad Fazi bin Hashim has been inactive and changed to Khairi Jamil to status as active. Now let's see to the dashboard if it success. Click download button. As you can see, the signature has been changed and the name has been changed and the title position has been changed. This means the change from the sanitary and position has been changed. Success changed. Now let's try to edit. As you can see, this is Khairi Jamil and Minister. Now we change the new sanitary. Hit the sample 1 and click submit. Edit successfully. Now we go to the approve and let's see if we success to change it. Uh, in this letter has shown that we have success to change the sanitary image. For this moderator have same page for like stuff, but it has access to user. And as I showed earlier, we have access to change all the data from here. Now, as you can see number one here and number two here and number one here. This number indicates how many rows in each table. If it's output 1, it means in pending table there are just one row only. And 2 indicates there are two rows. And this one have one row. Now let's add. Let's try to add in the pending application. Now we go to logout, student. Now we will try this login for my friend Agrishan Besonri. We take his student number and put here, and we take his IC number and try enter in IC number and login. As you can see, it output Agrishan bin Sobri. And let's see the pending. There's no any application yet, and let's try to apply. And click submit button, and application success, and it will email to the staff. It has been sent, and now it's still pending, and we have success to apply, and the application will go to the pending status. Go to logout and go to the staff, and now we log in as a staff and moderator. And as you can see, this pending has increased from 1 to 2. It's because Arif Ishan has been inserted in this database. And let's go to the database and go to application. As you can see, Arif Ishan is success to input in this database. Now the number has increased to number 1. Now if approve have 2, and if we approve this Arif Ishan, update it, and pending will decrease to 1 and approve will increase to 3. It's because Arif has changed from status pending to status approve. Thank you very much.